That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Today we're gonna be reacting to the cut asking my ex to get back together. Asking my ex to take me back. Sorry. In the dark. You know what I meant.
What would it take for us to get back together?
The first step would obviously be sobriety. When's the last time you smoked?
Yeah, like a week. I don't know.
That didn't sound confident at
I
all.
don't know the date. I didn't write the date down in my calendar.
Yo, sometimes, you just need to ball up though. But like, yo, I get it. Like, yo, it's either like, yo, you want to get back with her or you want to smoke your weed, bro. Like, you gotta choose. Or find someone that can smoke with you. Like,
What are you doing here?
I am Sam, and I'm going to be talking to my ex-girlfriend.
What do you want to say?
I'm hoping to get some closure. I think just the way that things ended with us, it's just been hard for me to move on.
Yeah, I think that there were resolutions and sort of developments that have happened since we ended things that I would like to talk about.
Why don't you feel closure?
I feel like we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of like why we broke up. It just kind of ended and we transitioned into being friends.
Why in the dark?
I'm more of a confrontational person, but I find that other people aren't. So I think that it's more comfortable for other people either to do things over the phone or not face to face, although I guess this will be, but.
yo, that's one thing. Like, I also, like, I agree with her. Like, I feel like when it comes to certain things, I'm more, like, upfront. If I have a problem, like, I'll say it. Like, I'll just tell you, like, yo, I have an issue with this. Or, like, and more times people, like, they can't really handle that. So, like, I'm told a lot of times just to, like, shut my mouth, I guess. Like, But, yeah, I like this idea. This is a really good idea. Like, I like this video so far. It's pretty good.
We won't see each other.
Well, you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Lights off.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, did I just touch your face?
I'm like still
Should I try to
closing
get
my
closer,
eyes.
or- Oh, I feel like we're too close.
Hi.
Hey. Do you want to explain why we're here today?
Well, I think you know that I'm very sorry for the way things ended with us.
I feel like every time you say you're sorry, it just kind of like feels like a slap in the face because I gave you so many chances to fix things, and to just turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, with no action to back it up was just heartbreaking.
What are you sorry for?
I'm sorry for lying to her.
About what?
Smoking.
Weed.
They broke up because he was balling up? What?
Smoking Twinkie on, you know I got that Twinkie on me. Smoking Twinkie on, you know I got that Twinkie on me. I said,
Yo, what? Yo, let me not. Like, but you guys broke up because, actually, I guess he lied to her about smoking, but like, bro, man, that's tough. That's actually tough.
Alcohol and some other stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you because I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. I think that I would start out with that. I think there's a lot that I have to apologize for.
I honestly stopped feeling special, A lot of the things stopped that were there in the early stages of our relationship that won me over. Part of me feels like you kind of chose work over me, but I also know that I didn't have a job at.
Yo, I'm sorry to say, when it comes to this is a message to the girls, when it comes to work and you need to understand that we are basically working for you. You know what I'm saying? Not really, I wouldn't say all guys go to work just for their girl. They're obviously trying to big up their career, pursue their career, things like that. But yo, where the money gonna come from? You wanna spend money, where's the money gonna come from? And the fact that you can't, a lot of girls, sorry to say, not all girls, but a lot of girls can't fathom or they can't comprehension. They can't comprehend the fact that yo, the man's going to work to make money so he could spend it on me. What? That's what's insane to me. Bro, that's crazy. I know it sucks to wait for your like significant other, like, oh, long periods of time you haven't talked to them, you're worried, you're anxious, you're insecure, like, yo, that's what you're gonna have to deal with in a relationship. Either like you could deal with it or you can just sleep with whoever you want, like, honestly.
The time, so that was a lot of responsibility for you.
You traumatized me a lot when it comes to relationships. I've spent the last 2 years overcoming that and healing from that, and I think this is kind of the final thing to really heal from that trauma. Unfortunately, when I look back on our memories, majority of them are bad.
Yeah, it hurts.
And one of those memories was you wanted to go meet up with one of your friends who was in town, and you had been drinking a little too much, and when we got there, you just took tequila shots from him and everything. While I was sitting on the couch, I look over and you're kissing him in the kitchen.
I got so drunk that night that I fell asleep naked.
It is scientifically proven that alcohol makes you horny. Just saying. So before you go out, ladies, just, bruh, yo, it makes you horny.
In my own house alone and peed in my closet.
Guys do.
Yeah, that was not my best night. It's weird to me to think about little moments that you remember that I don't, because they were insignificant to me, but they weren't to you.
Bro, the fact that, like, some people are just so good at talking. Like, how are you gonna say it was insignificant to you? But, like, that's her truth, though. But, like, oh my gosh. But, like, how are you even trying to, like, ask her to get back with you? Like, bro, that's so crazy to me. Like, this girl's like, what'd she say? Like, what'd she say?
It's weird to me to think about little moments that you remember that I don't, because they were
It's weird to me to think about little moments that you, it's weird to me to think about little moments that you remember that I don't, because they were that insignificant. Yo, she's capping, bro.
Come on, think.
There's no fucking way she doesn't remember that. She was like, that's not my best night, and then she like fucking forgot everything. Yo, sorry for my language, but like, that's insane to me. Like,
was probably the beginning. You getting over your addiction, but it just ended up being a recurring issue.
I feel like part of me took you for granted a lot, but I also felt taken for granted myself.
And that was the last thing I wanted to do, was make you feel like you're being taken for granted. It was so surreal starting to date you like during the pandemic.
Yeah, we had so much time together.
And then coming back to reality from that is like, it took like 1,000 steps back.
Every time that you made your decisions, did you consider what was at stake? Because I had told you every time, right? I'd always threatened the relationship if you had relapsed or went behind my back.
I feel like I kind of didn't let myself think about the consequences. I just kind of...
You chose not to, or?
Probably.
bro, just smoke your weed or be with her. Like, you don't, it's not by force, bro. She can't, like, fucking threaten you. Like, the hell? Like, bro, like, if you want to ball up or whatever you're doing, like, just, like, what? Yo, that's one thing, like, don't threaten your partner. Just do not do it. Don't threaten your partner, please. Like, bro, like, it doesn't end well, just don't. Like, you can try, but, like, if you have to threaten your partner, it's just not gonna work out. Just move on. Like, no, I'm out here trying to break up. No, I'm just yo, but cut that out. Cut that out. Bro, that's tough.
I think one of the biggest dynamics that we had was that you would have very high expectations for me. So I would try to reach whatever standard you set for me, and the moment I got there, you would act like I didn't reach it at all. I remember that conversation that I told you that you never told me you were proud of me or anything like that, and you're like, why would I be proud of you? You haven't done anything to make me proud of you.
I had a problem with sort of like the negative self-talk in my head, you know, like coaching myself, you know, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're doing this wrong. How are you fucking this up? I think it's been a total slap in the face of how I expected myself to be and other people.
Emiliano, is there anything you think I could give you in terms of closure? Any questions you have unanswered?
Yeah, would you want to get back together at some point?
Well, first of all, I would have to not be seeing somebody right now in a hypothetical sense, hypothetically. Honestly, if we had more time for each other, that's one of the biggest things for me is like quality time, like right place, right time type of thing.
What would it take for us to get back together?
The first step would obviously be sobriety. When's the last time you smoked?
Yeah, like a week. I don't know.
That didn't sound confident at all.
I don't know the date. I didn't write the date down in my calendar.
I don't think that we can even be friends because you'd only be getting half of what you wanted. And I feel like us communicating kind of makes it harder for you to like get over that idea of like hoping and like regret and all those things.
Yeah, I think that after we called things off for the final time, I think that it was a really weird situation for me because I didn't really mourn our breakup for like a year. I don't know if it was just, you know, how I used to be really busy and doing things all the time, just sort of like distracted. And so I think that that was, at first it wasn't anything to me, and then it kind of hit me like a wall.
I thought I was fully healed from that, but intuition is weird, and I was thinking about, before I got the text for this, I was thinking about the fact that I want to heal from this fully, and so it felt like the perfect timing to really just let it go.
Yo, so basically, like, there was some issue with the footage, so I'm just gonna redo this part, but I was basically saying, like, yeah, so this dynamic from these two girls, I feel like the blonde one, she probably did this girl dirty a bunch of times, thinking like, oh, I can do whatever I want to her. That's what I'm getting off of this. I'm not trying to judge, like, you know, but like, come on. That's the vibe I'm getting off of this, though. It's like, I feel like she did her dirty, like, a bunch of times. Yo, there's a whole bunch of, like, issues, camera issues, lighting issues. But anyways, like, yo, let me even see if the camera's on. Like, okay, it's still recording. Awesome. Well, like, yeah, the dynamic I'm getting from this is like, yo, it's a bad energy. Like, yo, she did her dirty, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, that's what I was saying. But anyway.
Do you think closure's possible at this point?
I think so, with time. Hoping that this conversation helps with that.
I don't know if I'll fully ever get over you going behind my back, but again, like you said, time heals, and I'm ready for the healing.
I was saying about this guy, like, yo, just, bro, go smoke your weed or do whatever you're doing if you don't want to, like, I want to say, maybe he wants to be with her, but it's like, bro, if you have an addiction like that bad, where it's like, or find someone you could smoke with, you guys can be happy together, like, bro, I don't know, but like, yo, guys, thanks for watching the video. Bro, I did a whole outro, everything, bro, it's tough, that's tough, but yo, thanks for watching the video. If you liked,
That you